Ladies and gentlemen, here we are. Those of you just now tuning in, what's going on YouTube? We are now kicking off DMT Tournament 4 Winners Round 2. That means everybody here has won to progress to this stage. I'm your host, Don Gotti. We got a good one scheduled for you guys tonight. We got some folks with me tonight. We're going to try to be sure to give you a good sorry about that. Had a message pop up. There we go. I've got Senpai from 22nd. I've got Baddest from 34th. If I can get my numbers right. Got a pretty good one scheduled for you today, folks. TFMC versus a joint coalition tonight from JWT and Spam. Those of you just now tuning in, you are tuning in to Don Gotti After Dark. That's right. We're smoking, we're drinking, we're having a good time. We got the boys with us. We're ready to kick it off fresh. Got about 10 seconds before the match truly kicks off here. I'm in admin cam awaiting. Going to be streaming from the Allied side again, so we will be bringing you the Allied invasion TFMC side. So if you hear me say friendly, that's going to be TFMC, and obviously enemies going to be either JWT or Spam, depending. Should be a good one we got for you, folks. We've added a kill cam as well. JWT using the recon plane. Very interesting move here.
Recon plane also came out from TFMC.
Or rather, yeah, TFMC's got a recon plane. So this is an interesting strategy by teams. Definitely wanting to figure out where the other team may be coming from. This is actually quite a big brain move, if you ask me. A little bit of a joint venture going on up to the north. We've got Easy and crew.
TFMC just diving point.
They must have watched Legion's match against 101 and said, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and cap this early and dig ourselves in. I like the move. We've already got some either JWT or Spam. We're gonna call them the coalition maybe. Tonight we got some coalition off to the west. You see the PZ4 out in the distance there, lying in wait to get him some. Obviously if this TFMC armor unit moves north at all, they're going to get hit, but they might be able to creep around the backside of this building ever so slightly.
Ooh,
taking a shot. Penetration already. They poked out just far enough. Another round coming from just off in the distance between the coalition. Motor dock hops out. Definitely needs some repairs here.
Sherman down main road here on the north side of Point. Just caught eyes on the P4 at the crossroads.
Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, we've got an armor mark up. They know where they're coming from. We got somebody pushing point heavy from the west. I'm not certain who that is yet. It looks like Cuba and crew. They have been spotted, so Motor Dock's TC should know or have an idea, but we're going to find out what their plan is here. Very curious to see which point of attack they take here.
Oh, TFMC takes down a coalition tank.
TFMC. That means, ladies and gentlemen, our kill cam is now active. TFMC receiving their first tank down. As noted in the bottom left of your screen, the killed in action section. Let me know what you think about that when you get a chance in the chat. TFMC still poking along back here. They've
another PZ4 looks like it might be going down here shortly. Reflection.
PZ4 facing off with the Sherman. Sherman gets another one. They're trading. We've got a... Oh, another PZ4 goes down. That's going to be another one for TFMC, folks. What a play, what a play, what a play. Let's get you live back in the action here on midpoint. Shots coming in the distance. Cuba and crew going north while the 75 from TFMC does go south. Looks like that's going to be Mike 1 and crew taking some shots. Quite an exchange going on south of the point. Plenty of ricochets, got some penetration from the 75. PZ4 might appear to be just out of sight. I want to say Cuban crew's taking some shots from the north, perhaps. Ah, no, they're firing actually on this other Sherman crew down to the southeast of point. Mr. Dangmore. Mike 1 and Cuba facing off right in the middle of the point. It is contested. We've got 75 goes down. Cuba and crew with their first. We got a ricochet. Cuba and crew taking shots from the north, it appears.
Double kill for Cuba.
Cuba gets another one. Cuba and crew on fire right now, ladies and gentlemen. Leaving a graveyard, an absolute graveyard of TFMC armor southeast of the point here. We've got more coalition moving in. It looks like that's going to be Xeon and crew. Xeon and crew looking to set up nicely
TFMC recon
here.
plane.
Dead over the point, yeah. They're getting aggressive with it, aren't they, fellas?
100%.
Like,
but teams need to be aggressive like this whenever they start losing point. You know, try to contest it.
That's the truth. Every second counts in DMT.
We've got a PZ4. We've got a PZ4 pushing north on F5.
North of F5. Interesting. Oh, he's in position. If he comes down, we've got a TFMC armor unit here in Echo 7. He is moving in a little bit. He should have a shot on Cuba. I'm quite surprised. He just can barely not see him, I guess. Cuba and crew wedging themselves in. Ooh, taking a shot from that northern TFMC armor unit. Let's see, who was that? That's going to be easy peasy and crew. Curious to see if they get out to repair. If I'm TFMC, I'm going to try to land a
107.20.
You'll see on your screen, we've got both armor units of the coalition facing east. Unbeknownst to them, neither of TFMC's armor units are going to be there. Got a shot raining out.
Shots coming far from Sherman and H8 onto the most southern P4.
Yes, he is. He's been marked too, so they've got a clear shot on him from somewheres.
Sitting all the way back at H8 hitting these shots. He's sniping them.
Hell yeah, he is. Wow. Really taking advantage of the terrain there.
Another PZ4 down.
PZ4 goes down.
Ooh, the north PZ4 got a flank on the Sherman on Main Road.
It's going to be a third for TFMC already, folks.
That north flanking PZ4 has been marked.
He is marked, and it looks like our this easternmost, one of the easternmost units here, Mr. Dangmore and company, are heading up that way. I'd reckon that's probably who has gotten that marked here. PZ4 marked again. Dangmore and crew sitting back patiently waiting. I look for them to wait to possibly see if he decides to cross this open field when he decides maybe he's going to get a little bit closer for a better shot.
North PZ4 just took a shot.
Yeah. Pops out, gets some
deflection.
ricochet action going on. 75 has he marked. Curious to see if the others are going to turn around and try to help or continue to leave their backs facing.
Like the one on Main Road turned.
Big Cat Hunter.
Looking.
Yep, we've got a TFMC armor unit seems to be turning around here. It's going to be easy peasy and crew. Trying to get in position on Big Cat Hunter. We're going to take a peek from Big Cat Hunter in them's point of view here. As you'll see in green, we've got our TFMC armor units moving in. Decent triangulation going on. Big Cat Hunter looks to be kind of in trouble. This PZ4 crew up here. Not sure who the TC is, but I think we're going to see some action here. Oh, Mr. Kilroy is about to get killed here in a moment if he's not careful. 75 Sherman does not see that the PZ4 is backed up. I'm almost in awe. You would think the TC would know by now, knowing where he was. Gun still not facing. Both teams firing upon one another. 75 still has no clue. It's going to be easy peasy and crew. Now it appears they do. Guns turning. We've got some ricochets, folks. Easy peasy. About to put in the easy peasy.
TFMC threw a recon plane up and down the E column.
Boom, baby. Kilroy and crew
PZ4
goes down. That's going to be another kill for TFMC. TFMC leading the kill count. The kill count 4-2 now.
That's 5-2. There was two PZ4s just went down.
Ooh. 5-2. I stand corrected, folks. TFMC on fire, off to quite a start. TFMC finally starting to take back this point. We've got a little bit of a battle going on. Looks to be in the midpoint here.
Cuba's might get a third here on his first life.
Cuba and crew putting in work on the 75, taking damage as well. Ends up downing him. So Cuba and crew have now all 3 of the coalition's kills so far. Quite a feat if you ask me. Definitely putting that little PZ4 to work.
Got another PZ4 flanking in F5-6 line.
5-6 line. Heard. Let's take a peek up here. We've got some TFMC spreading out. Cuba and crew still in the point there, maintaining control somehow. We've got a cap of Hill 5 going on.
Yep, that gives away their position.
It sure does. That sure does. It tells you, hey, somebody's over the line, guys. I'm going to try to spot them here on the camera. It appears that they're hiding out. Yep, here we go. PZ4 is moving in now.
Battle on midpoint. Cuba might be getting his 4th kill.
Battle on midpoint.
Yep.
Cuba looking to get yet another kill. Oh my gosh, Cuba and crew. Look out. You better be careful who watches this. Somebody's going to try to poach those guys.
Wow.
We've just been sitting there in the middle of hardcap boxing everybody that tries to come in.
They certainly have. It's been quite a heads-up battle. We've got another TFMC getting daring. It looks like perhaps Easy Peasy and crew lining up from the northwest of the point.
Well, they're gonna get caught by the P4 that just pulled up on the main road.
Yep.
Oh, taking shots. He turns, but is it quick enough? PZ4 in the distance, folks.
The PZ4 is not pushing, so.
PZ4 sitting still. He's done some damage, so he's really not too terribly worried. Letting the 75 make his move. We'll keep an eye on that. Those of you out there watching, be sure to like and subscribe for more. Hopefully you stay tuned, see how this one turns out. We've got quite a battle on our hands right now. We've got a kill count of 5-4, so at this point it's anybody's. The coalition here between JWT and Spam having the upper hand ever so slightly in the time count. They've managed to hold point from the beginning here, or just about the beginning here. More shots ricochet off the front of this PZ, or from the PZ rather.
Cuba will be getting his 5th kill.
Taking shots. Is that from Cuba in the point? Oh
Yes.
my gosh, it is.
Yes, it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, Cuba just on an absolute terror right now. Gonna get his 5th kill, so he alone and crew have tied TFMC. We're looking at 5 kills each, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Cuba and crew definitely one to watch. We've got the PZ4 on the main road. I believe we've also got a... We sure do. We've got a Sherman down here.
Recon plane just TFMC recon plane just went out and caught both tanks. That was a diagonal plane.
Sure did, diagonally. TFMC was spot on recon planes so far. Managing to get a hold of everybody that's on the field at a time. Perhaps we may have...
The enemy tank, or the allied tank in H8 is spotted and being shot at.
Cuba and crew putting up a fight now.
He's getting shot at, but Cuba gets his 6th kill.
Whoa, Cuba with the 6th kill. Cuba and crew came to play tonight, boys and girls. Holy cow. This is incredible. I'd like to remind everybody out there, if you're watching, you are currently watching Don Gotti After Dark, a DMT4 program brought to you by me, your host, Don Gotti, between TFMC and a joint coalition between JWT and SPAM. We've got Cuba here holding the point for the coalition. His armor crew actually taking every one of the coalition's kills now, 6 in a row on this one PZ4, just being an absolute unit within the point. Cannot wait to see until the delay is off on this stream. The comments are gonna come rolling in. These boys are playing hard. Looks like we've got some PZ4 is marked up here to the north of point. He worked his way around, but that wasn't for long here. It's going to be Xeon and crew. Appears they've hit the 75 in the distance because we are getting some repairs going on. You'll see our slightly green castings here. That way you can see the enemies through the trees. Currently in a battle here. This will be with Mr. Dangmore.
Mr. Dangmore's tank is pinged multiple times. I know it's...
Dangmore and crew has been pinged. We've got another PZ4 hitting the main road here. Looking to go take Dangmore out possibly. They know he's close to the main road, so they're trying not to peer out too far. Decided to go for it. Let's see how this ends. Dangmore and crew taking shots from the north. Looks like this other PZ4 very well may try to wiggle its way in the hard cap just to have a little extra substantiability here. Dangmore and crew moving north. Keep an eye on them. We've got the machine still and crew still posted up to the southeast of point here.
Did the coalition use the recon plane on the beach and got the tank at the bottom HQ coming out? Another Sherman down. Do not know who shot
Sherman
that
down. Wow.
It was the coalition tank sitting way back on the road in Easy 7 right on the bend.
Cubo with another kill. Once again.
So another one on top of the one that just happened?
Yes.
Yes.
There was, 2 kills there. Cubo got 1 and
Nosy medic got the
No,
main road.
no,
Holy
that was your
cow.
name. Got it. Okay. The Sherman
folks, we
in
updated the kill counter for you.
F7. Oh, we got a close quarter battle going on
Yes,
over
we
here.
do. Yes, we sure do. So, surprise, PZ4 takes the PZ4 out. So we finally see some action over here from TFMC, returning some kills, getting their hands dirty. Cuban crew has been marked within the point by TFMC. Obviously they've known where he's at the whole match, but haven't been able to stop him just yet. We've got a PZ4 over here to our right, folks. I'll try to keep you updated with anything that might be going on. He's going to be located right over here. There he is. That's going to be Nosy Medic and crew. curious to see how they play it. We've got just one TFMC crew out right now. Obviously, Cuba and crew just laying into them so far. This has been quite a one-sided battle as far as that crew goes. EZ4 moves up a little bit. We've got a repositioning up here from TFMC. You can see him at the top of your screen, just under that second chevron. We'll try to get you a little some zoom in action, that way you know where he's at, folks. We're going to check back in here, folks. Not a lot of action at this point in time. We've got Cuba and crew still chilling within the point. Quite a dominant performance they put on so far.
They've got Mr. Dingmore's tank pinged. They know where he's at. Just no one's pushing so far.
Dangmore and crew sitting alone up there, just north of the point, waiting for TFMC to get back off their heels. As of right now, TFMC down in kills and down in time, so they're gonna have to do something to turn it around here, folks. We've got two TFMC armor units coming out of mid-spawn as we speak. Obviously the third one waiting for another tank. Had to be just a few moments before he's able to leave. Now I wonder if I'm, let's say I'm, you know, the coalition's commander. Do I try to make a move on Dangmore with that precision strike if I can get an accurate ping on him?
That would be a good idea. He hasn't moved in a while.
He's been sitting still for a while.
The ping is not accurate at this moment.
Certainly, certainly. Those of you watching,
Another
don't forget to like and
diagonal
subscribe.
recon plane.
We've got a recon plane by TFMC. It comes up. It's obviously going to hit Cuba right here in the point. Everybody knows he's still in there.
It got both of them.
We got both
the other
of them.
one just north of. Yeah.
Very nice. Okay, so we've got two
JWT did a recon plane diagonal, and they did not get anybody on it. They did.
You said that they TFMC ran a diagonal recon plane by Hill 5. We actually had a tank rolling through there, and surprised he didn't get picked up.
It was on the western side of Hill 5. He must
Okay.
not have
So are you saying
made it
there's a
there yet.
PZ4 somewhere behind this northernmost armor unit of TFMC?
No, the
Nah.
recon plane.
I gotcha. I'll say, boy, that's quite a hell of a flank here. We're gonna get back to the action, folks. Drop you down here.
We've got two PZ4s on point and two just northwest of point.
Two PZ4s, like you just said, right on point here. One's hanging out. Let's see exactly. This mark's actually within about 20 meters. It's not a terrible mark. They know about where they're at here. TFMC finally able to get some more armor units back on the field, looking to substantiate their kill count here. Definitely falling behind as of late. We'll go see what TFMC's got to work with here. Sorry folks, we're a little laggy on my end, so if I'm jumpy with the controls, I apologize. Try to get that fixed as best we can. Dangmore and crew still sitting still. Not a whole lot of action going on. We've got both armor units within the point. Cuba and crew
Sherman's
and one
getting
other.
a wide flank on the two PZ4s northwest of point.
We've
He's
got a
coming
Sherman.
down north.
You got that right. That's going to be Mike 1 and crew, it looks like. Let's go take a peek over here, see what they're doing.
Nobody is pinged out at the moment.
Nope. Looks like TFMC's just kind of slow rolling here. They obviously know Cuba and them are in the point. I don't know if they know it's Cuba, but by now with as many kills they've got as their nemesis, I'm sure they probably know it's Cuba.
That flanking Sherman has a good opportunity if he keeps pushing.
I'm sorry, not PZ5, but 75 Sherman moving up here. Mike 1 and crew, I believe it was. Sturdy Mike and the boys moving up in the 75.
Easy peasy tank has just been spotted. They have confirmed
Easy getting spotted, okay. We've got shots being fired, so we're gonna take you back right into the action here, folks. Somebody taking shots. 75.
PZ4 on the road's been marked for the flanking 75.
PZ4 on the road has been marked. We've
Sherman down.
Sherman down.
The one that was on main road got knocked out.
It's going to be another kill for JWT and Spam. Ooh, we've got some ricochet action going, fellas. Shots popping everywhere. Timmy trying to get some repairs in as quickly as he can. I'm not sure if they know where that's at. We've got another 75 here firing off in the distance onto the main road at the PZ4 up there. We've actually got two PZ4s stacked close to each other. Not sure if you guys can see this or not. Perhaps even three if my memory suits me. Let's see, we've got one, two, yeah, we've got three PZ4s along this main road, or pretty close. We've got, I'm sorry, that's just two. We've got a 75 behind them. I have misspoken on that. Not certain this PZ4 has any idea that he's about to get moved on. Yeah. One shot in the left side. Right in the quarter panel. He does try to turn. He's going to get hit again momentarily. Boom. Takes another one. Perfect pin in the front. One more is going to do it. Does the gun get around to even fire? No, it does not. 75 takes down the PZ4. We've got another kill for TFMC. The boys are back on the board. Putting up another one.
PZ4 is about to be on both. Have a Sherman on both sides. Not going to end well for him. Oh, there. Stop moving.
Yeah, he's actually backing up. This PZ4 and 75 have no idea each other are right here. They know roughly they're in this direction of each other, but, or at least the 75. I'm not certain that the PZ4 is going been spotted. We've got shots coming from the 75 unit here. Into the point, right onto Cuba and crew. That's going to be the machine taking on Cuba. No regrets hopping out. Cuba and crew getting another one. Oh my god. Absolutely astounding. These guys mean business today.
How much ammo do you think they've got left?
Not much.
That we got to start getting to the point where, you know, do they decide to go back and just try to ride out the one life, or do they say, hell with it, and let's just go balls to the walls until the tank blows and then get a new one, you know? What do you guys think?
But their positioning, I would just go until you run out of ammo, because I don't think there's any way they're escaping.
Sure.
No.
We've got two 75s located up here to the northeast. You can kind of see. I'm sorry, the 75 and the PZ4 rather. Curious if they've got any eyes on one another. They do not as of right now. You see that 75 is just through the hedgerow.
We will be having a battle on Main Road by Drowned Fields here in a second.
Ooh, looks like the 75 may be into it with a PZ4 out here. 75 takes a shot. Let's try to get eyes. Main road battle. PZ4 goes down. TFMC says, hey, we came to play. That's right. Spam and JWT currently with the lead still. They're going to head in kills as well as time. TFMC, if you're out there, definitely need to start watching. You say another Sherman down, huh?
Yep. Another Sherman down. Cuba is being shot at on point.
Cuba finally went down.
Cuba goes down. Wow. Looks to me as if we're at about 9 kills for TFMC, 11 for JWT and Spam, if my calculations are correct. Granted, we may be a little bit off. Nutty outperforming some repairs for this PZ4 here on point.
Almost getting run over.
Almost gets run over.
He got ran over.
He does get run over. We don't have that on the stream, but yeah, as you see, he did disappear. So
collateral damage.
This armor unit is going to be without one. That's Kilroy and Big Cat Hunter, I believe. They've got a rough ping on it by the 75. We'll take a look from this from this 75 Sherman's perspective over here. Has no visual on the PZ4 as of right now. Curious to see if he waits or if he goes ahead and progresses further toward the point. We're going to come back to that. It looks like this 75 is moving up toward the point. We're going to go ahead and try to progress out this way here. See if we can get eyes on this 75 back over here again. He looks to be still unhindered. We had a PZ4 very close. He's going to be right here close to the middle of the screen, folks. He's getting ever so slightly closer to this 75. As of right now, has no idea, but it looks like as soon as he rounds this corner, he's going to know. Mike 1 and the boys are right there, have their ass. Oh yeah, baby, line up and take it. Diddy's coming. You got 2 tickets to the party, ladies and gentlemen. Misses his shot. I've never seen anything like this. Cracks under pressure, but gets lucky. Mike and the boys pop out again. They're turning. What an absolute wild turn of events. Mike 1, the TC popping out. Not sure why, as TCs cannot, in fact, repair the armor unit in DMT rules. TCs are not supposed to get out. But we will see if there's a bit of a discretion there. But JWT spam adding another kill count to the board. As you see, I believe that takes them to 12. It sure does. JWT and spam putting on quite a performance here. We saw TFMC take the point first. They looked like they were going to be the aggressors. Cuba and crew coming in and saying, nope, that ain't happening.
TFMC recon plane catches the P4 that just left bottom HQ.
It actually catches both P4s.
There's a freelance transport truck.
We've got two P4s right there in Bravo.
Running into midpoint.
The transport truck is delivering the third crewman for this tank that got ran over.
Drops Nutty off. Nutty on his way. Things are about to get nutty. There's his crew there, waiting, ever so waiting his return. By the way, if you are out there and you have not yet done so, please feel free to like and subscribe to the channel. We're going to bring you more DMT, as well as a lot of other matchups across the Hell Let Loose console world. We've got TPL coming up at the end of the month. That's the Premier League for those of you that do not know. That's going to be infantry and armor, just like you would normally see. DMT is a little bit different, as this is an armor-only showdown. We've got Dangmore, and we've got the Machine and crew off to the east, peering toward Kilroy and crew, but not able to see them. Kilroy and them just soaking up the points right now.
Mr. Dangmore's tank has been spotted.
Dangmore's tank looks to have been spotted. I'm very curious to see that. Looks to probably be from the straight west here, if I were to guess. Oop, wrong button. I'm going to go ahead and cruise on over and see what we can see from the PZ4 world of JWT and spam. This is going to be Cuba and crew finally coming back into the mix, getting their little niche back in the midpoint.
They're heading back home.
Kilroy and crew fires off into the distance. They've got Dangmore spotted. A little short on their marker there, but nonetheless just as effective. Kilroy and crew have been spotted. I'm not sure if they know Cuba and them are pulling up or not. We've got two JWT Spam Coalition members within the hard cap as of right now. Those of you just now tuning in, please feel free to like and subscribe to the channel. We're going to bring you all the best DMT armor action you've seen thus far. TFMC goes down.
Kilroy down.
Kilroy goes down. That's the Machine and Kilroy. Cuba and crew firing. Dangmore and crew hops out, making sure to repair. That's going to be the only, well, one of two, just two armor units left on the battlefield for TFMC. Really struggling here to maintain their positions. Cuba and crew coming in, obviously, and just wiping the field at the beginning of the match here, as you all saw.
The Coalition have a tank sitting on main road, and it's just catching any TFMC tank trying to get up the hill here. Coming out of bottom HQ.
Cuba and crew landing a shot, I do believe,
that is
on
a long sideline.
Oh, good old Dang takes another one. They're pinned. One more from Cuba should probably do it. They hit Cuba. They do get some penetration on the PZ4. Cuba and crew reversing to get behind the building. just in the nick of time, although that shot from the 75 was a little bit short. It would not have hit anyway. It's going to be the only real adversary that Cuba and crew are going to come up against as of right now. Cuba not yet repairing. We've got Dangmore and crew obviously out repairing. You see no regerts.
The Sherman has been spotted on the beachhead. They know he has left spawn.
Wow, so probably Cuba and crew going ahead and marking that. That's going to be the TC down there. I believe he's going to be the only one that's got visuals on that. Do you guys know the location of any of the other PZ4s? As I do not, as of right now. I know where Cuba's at, and that's about it.
There is Cuba on hard point, one tank straight north of hard point, and one tank northwest.
One north and northwest, so probably somewhere in here, folks.
Then our fourth tank has just left middle spawn.
Wonderful, wonderful. I appreciate the update. Those of you just now tuning in, I'm your host, Don Gotti. This is DMT Tournament 4.
P-strike. Coming in. Here we go. Mr. Dangmore. Mr. Dangmore is about to...
He gets him, ladies and gentlemen. P-strike. That's the second one we've seen successful this season from DMT, baby. Another red kill in the book. The coalition putting in work. Cuba and crew being marked within the point, taking shots. Quite an exchange going on. Shots off in the distance. These are, golly, these are 800 to 1,000 meter tank duels going on here, folks. I'm gonna try to get you a better view, but I really don't have anything for you. We're kind of stuck with the parameters of what we got. One hell of a matchup so far. If you're just tuning in, it looks like JWT and Spam may be ahead. They have controlled the time, as well as you see the kill counter down there in the bottom right of your screen. We're up to 14 now for JWT and Spam, and we've only got 10 on the TFMC side. So TFMC has a little bit of catching up to do, to say the least. Very curious to see if Cuba and team are able to spot. They do get a hit in the distance. We do see this is an absolutely outrageous battle here. Utah Beach definitely going to be a problem going forward if it's chosen. The spin of the wheel has not been good to us so far. We've had 4 rounds on Utah Beach alone. WN7 being the main point. Some of you tuned in to the 1SSF versus 508P match. That being on Utah as well, but it had a midpoint of the church there. Or the chapel, rather.
Did we just have a Sherman die over by Hill 5? I saw a fireball over here.
I am not certain. We very well may have.
Looking for a carcass. I saw a fireball from the distance, but I cannot find it.
Let me know if you see somebody pop up on the beach that's new. Cuba and crew no longer taking shots. I'm not sure where these other shots are coming from. Gonna be from the main road. We've got a PZ4 here just looking to put in work, firing 1,000+ meter shots into the distance here. We've got a little bit of a showdown. Friendly PZ4 up here as well. Let's try to see what they're firing upon. JWT and Spam making sure to really control this main road. Not letting anything slip by. As you see, there's a that green highlight in the distance is going to be TFMC on the beach. Xeon and crew taking shots out in the distance, getting some hits actually from the beach. TFMC struggling to get off the beach at this point.
Well, both Shermans take a shot at the same time. Oh, Mike one.
Oh my gosh, Xeon with the takedown from range, folks. It's gonna be another PZ4 taking down a 75. You see we got another 75 of TFMC working its way in from this position. Not exactly sure if this, can't imagine this armor unit has eyes quite yet, but they do know probably they're somewhere around here. Oh yes.
Sheen has taken a shot. Ooh, Sheen just got lucky.
Where's this at? Oh.
On the beach. Oh, deflection. Machine might get this one. Deflection.
Machine hits again, gets another pin, but not quite enough to do this PZ4 in. Oh, and the next shot is just into the hedgerow. Quite a long-range endeavor we've got going on here, folks. Those of you just now tuning in, you are tuned in to Don Gotti After Dark. We're smoking, we're drinking, we're having a good time. You're watching DMT Tournament 4, Winners Round 2. That means both of these teams have actually won a match already to progress to this point. So neither team being something to play with at this point. We're gonna see Nutty and Kilroy and crew over here are marked. So we should probably stay here. I don't reckon there's much else going on. We've got one other TFMC armor unit leaving mid. I would imagine trying to get some eyes on this PZ4 over here to triangulate with his buddy the Machine over there.
Ooh, that tank got spotted coming out of mid. They know he's over there.
Tank spotted already come out of mid. That's absolutely wild. We don't have that on our screen here, folks. But we are hearing that from our fellow co-commentators. That's going to be huge. Absolutely huge for JWT. We really needed TFMC to kind of slip by if they were coming out of mid there. JWT at this point has had control of this in its entirety. You see the armor unit out there ever so slightly moving its way down. Seems to have slipped past the PZ4. The guns are now turning that way. PZ4 has been accurately marked by TFMC. Shot taken, looks to be from the Machine, but does not land. Hits the little fence post in front. We've got another shot coming from this northernmost TFMC unit. Hits the PZ4, gets good penetration, and PZ4 down. Kilroy and crew dropping. This is what you like to see. TFMC not giving up without a fight, that's for sure. Oh wow.
They P-striked.
And they P-striked it.
Before he died.
If it wasn't going to be gone, it certainly is now, and they actually took out the whole tank shell, so a perfect P-strike. Just a couple seconds too late. Wild, wild, wild matchup. We've got G7 and H8 TFMC units. We've got another one coming out of mid so far. They're no longer progressing out of the southernmost HQ in fear of getting sniped from I believe Cuba and crew still sitting in the midpoint. We're going to follow along here. We've got Dangmore and crew just north of one of our PZ4 units that are on point. That's going to be, I'll let you know when I know. That's going to be Zeus and crew, actually, or Xeon and crew, rather. I apologize. Xeon and crew really has no idea. The Sherman stops just short of the hedgerow. They could creep out and take out Xeon and crew if they only knew. They are now progressing forward. We may see a good little battle here, folks. Trying to get a lock on perhaps where that sound's coming from. They have to know they're close to something.
If Mr. Dangmore pushes out to take out Xeon, then he will get shot from the side on main MSR.
Ah, okay. We've got Cuba and crew in the point. We've got another armor unit down the main road, it appears. You can kind of see them down there. Oh, sorry. Oh, Jesus. There we go. Right there in the middle of your screen, folks.
Mr. Dangmore's about to shoot Xeon.
Dangmore in position for Xeon.
They must not be able to see
him. They don't have any eyes. The gun's not moving that way, so they must not know that Xeon is there. I have no idea how, but you would have thought they would have heard the shots ringing out just south of them moments ago. Xeon and crew still firing upon the beach, taking shots. Dangmore finally creeping out, saying, "Where the hell is this guy?" Oh, there he is. Gun's turning. There we go. Puts one right in Xeon's rear.
That's an engine shot.
Xeon and crew drops. That's another one. We're going to add another one for TFMC here, folks. Not a bad comeback here. We still need them to take midpoint. They're going to be down in kills and in time as of right now. So quite a hurdle to come back from, but not impossible. We've got a mark on this PZ4 along the main road. Dangmore and crew moving just north, trying to get eyes on. I don't believe they're going to be able to see, but they may be able to slip it right through there where that telephone pole is. I'm not certain. So what do you think, fellas? I mean, what does TFMC got to do here? Do they have a chance at coming back here, or are they really just out of luck?
They're gonna have to get a lot of kills. There's no way that they can get time. But
so we've got 12 kills by TFMC, and we're looking at about 15, I believe, from JWT and Spam. We got Dangmore and crew on the hunt. They know exactly where this PZ4 is, roughly, along the main road. Very curious to see the route they take, and if they are interrupted at any point in time. As you see, folks, just from here to there, within about 200 meters of this PZ4, trying to triangulate his location. You can see him moving in the distance up there. This is going to get interesting for Dangmore and crew really soon here. We've got to be extremely careful where they proceed, because it looks like the gun of that PZ4 is right there. Oh my, oh my. PZ4 takes a shot. Just trying to get some eyes. PZ4 taking another shot from distance. It's gonna be at the top of your screen, folks. I mean, we're looking at 1,000-yard shots here. This PZ4 is hurt. If Dangmore and crew can put at least one more in him after this, they may have the kill. Looks like Nosy, Medic, and crew are gonna be in quite a bind here. Not sure if they're gonna be able to get the Repair off or not. Dangmore and crew pushing in. Fires a shot. Misses completely. But ends up taking out the PZ4 anyway, luckily.
Yeah, that PZ4 backed up into that hedgerow, and the barrel was black because of that power pole that he was stuck in.
Ah, okay, so PZ4 missed the first shot. I see. Okay, so I am mistaken, folks. The PZ4 did miss the first shot, but our 75 made quick work of him after that. Nonetheless, we've got several 75 starting to move in the point. Looking to possibly try to cap. TFMC desperate to get a cap here. As long as they're contested, they are not gaining points for time. They're going to have to move in and remove Cuba from this strong point. By all means possible. Cuban crew almost seemingly knows where they're at. They must be able to hear them just on the other side. You see how close they are. Within 30 meters of each other. Grenades toss away. Oh no. Oh no. Don't give yourself up like that. We've got 2 TFMC units. What do we do? Cuban crew gets hit, takes a shot, pins the 75, has both hurt now. This is going to be quite a matchup here, folks. Oh my gosh. Cuba and crew taking out one through a crevice in the building. Cuba and crew goes down though. We've got 1 and 1, an even exchange, and TFMC finally starting to take cap of the point. This is huge for TFMC. They are within range of completely coming back. They're going to have to get quite a few kills. I'm looking for TFMC to really put on a significant hold on this strong point if they have any intention of winning this match. But crazier stuff has happened here in DMT, folks. Those of you just tuning in, remember you are tuning in to Don Gotti After Dark. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be me, your host. We're smoking, we're drinking, we're having a good time. If you're out there doing the same, say forget about it in the chat. This is DMT Tournament 4, Round 2. TFMC and momentarily is going to take cap of this point. Finally, again, it's late in the game. We haven't seen this since the beginning. As you see, we've got the TFMC unit here in the hard cap. They will officially take cap at 13:43 is the time. Will 13 minutes and 43 seconds be enough to get them back in the lead, ladies and gentlemen? I don't think it will be, but it will help if they're able to get some more kills. We are going to find out. Long shots going off here. We've got the machine taking on a PZ4 in the distance.
We've got Kilroy and company pushing in hard behind a Sherman on mid-cap.
Wonderful.
Ooh, there's an engine shot.
Engine shot to the 75. Not looking good. Kilroy and company taking him out, making quick work of the PZ4.
Kilroy needs to do a U-turn.
Kilroy's gonna have to be careful here. He's got a Sherman coming in on his rear. I'm not sure he knows where he's at, but the Sherman definitely knows that Kilroy is here. Or perhaps not. It looks as if he's strolling right past. Trying to find, scanning for maybe where he's at. Oh, we've got a shot going on, folks. There he sees him. Boom, we've got one in Kilroy's behind. That's going to be an engine shot. He is completely shut down, immobilized. Rotating the gun, it's not going to be enough. We've got you a close-up here. That's going to be all for Kilroy and crew. TFMC still with the advantage here.
We got one Panzer IV to the west of WN7 and one up in E5 on a hard flank.
Dangmore and crew taking them on. Oh, Dangmore and crew in a a little bit of a predicament. Definitely already being shot. We've got a PZ4 putting in work. 2 shots now into the 75. Returning fire. PZ4 lands another one. 1 shot away for the 75. This could get interesting. PZ4 goes down. Dangmore survives, lives to see another day with another kill to the kill counter. Things are getting real here, folks. We're sitting at 16 kills for TFMC and about 17 for Spam. So this could really go either way. The time is definitely going to play a huge factor into this. Those of you that are unfamiliar with DMT and their rules, you get a point for every second that you remain capped on mid. So we control mid and we count your combat score. That's how you're going to win and remain victorious today. So it's not about who has it last, it's not about who has it first. It's about who has it the longest and creates more of a presence. Hopefully if you're out there watching and you like what you see, you've liked and subscribed to the channel. We're going to bring you plenty more of this in the days to come. We're booked up every weekend for the next about 3 months as of right now, so hopefully you enjoy what you're watching. I'm your host, Don Gotti. This is interesting to see. We've got Dangmore pushing out west of the point, getting rather aggressive, being the only armor unit really within range to do much. Oh, actually, I misspoke. We do have another armor unit just coming up behind him now. That's going to be easy peasy into it. A third TFMC armor unit coming out of mid now. So TFMC looking to hold strong here, hopefully take a commanding grasp of this ground, and we shall see. Do we know where any PZ4s are from?
We have a PZ4 in F7 and D7, and then
F7
one getting ready to leave
and
on
D7.
bottom spot.
Third. I want to say the PZ4 is over here. It looks like we've got some movement. I'm not sure if that's the PZ4 or a truck. We got a little tea party going on in bottom HQ. PZ4 on its way out. Very curious to see how this gets played. We've got this 75 from TFMC right here on the main road. Oh! But the PZ4 sitting north, he has no idea where he was coming from. Gets a shot in, so we've got some penetration, a little bit of damage on the 75. Another shot comes in, just misses. PZ4 getting aggressive now. Let's try to get you a better look here, folks. Ooh. Oh, 75 goes down. I believe that shot came from all the way down the road. That's going to be the PZ4 coming out of bottom spawn. Absolutely.
It was shot from Xeon.
Oh, it was
from Xeon from behind.
Okay. Shot from Xeon from behind. I do stand corrected. Wow. This is going to probably be our next shot, folks. We've got Kilroy and company just north here of Dangmore. Dangmore firing to the northeast. Not sure exactly where he's shooting at. Oh, he is locked in on an armor unit here from Xeon. Xeon definitely gave himself away. He's got 2 in Xeon right now. It's going to be Dangmore off to the southeast. West of the point, rather. And Dangmore drops. Not sure where it came from. Probably Kilroy moving in, but Dangmore drops. JWT and Spam adding to their lead. and starting to cap the point. More than starting, actually. We're a little over halfway, almost 3/4. This is going to be huge, ladies and gentlemen. We've not quite seen the likes of this. TFMC with very little cap time this match. Quite surprised, in all honesty. But those of you tuning in just now, I'd like to remind you, you are watching Don Gotti After Dark. This is DMT Tournament 4. Round 2 matchup between TFMC and a joint coalition between JWT and Spam. Looks like Kilroy and crew, whoop, wrong button there. Looks like Kilroy and crew are now moving into the hard cap. We do have a solid cap from JWT and Spam. Oh, and another 75 goes down. Holy cow.
That was a PZ4 down.
Oh, PZ4 down. That was Xeon. I apologize. Yeah, we almost gave credit where credit was not due. That's going to be a kill for TFMC. We've got 2 PZ4s within the hard point. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and say if you're TFMC, you should be worried. JWT and Spam have owned and completely controlled this middle point majority of this matchup. They've got the lead in kills. We got 17, it looks like, for TFMC, and it looks like 19 for JWT and Spam, if my calculations are correct.
Another Sherman down.
Another Sherman drops in the distance. We did not get that one for you, as we're more focused on watching this live. But I'm running out of kill markers. We've got about one more left, and JWT is gonna max out my kill list. We've got enemies moving in from both northwest and northeast of point. I'm not sure where those shots are going.
Another one. Nosy Medic with his double kill.
Is that another one for JWT?
Yep.
Wow.
Sure is.
JWT now with 21 kills. That's all I actually prepared for, so any more we're not gonna see an additional kill count, but we will be sure to update you. We're gonna follow Kilroy and crew for just a moment here. Looks like they're really taking a bead on perhaps this northernmost TFMC unit right along this main road here.
Another Sherman down.
Another Sherman down, so no need to get behind. JWT and Spam making light work. I have no more kills to add to the list, but we're going to have to update that for the next time. We're looking at 22 armor takedowns for JWT and Spam so far.
That last kill was a Cuba takedown.
Gotcha. Wow.
Another Sherman getting shot from their bottom HQ.
Another Sherman just getting absolutely blasted in HQ here, folks. We see him along this main road. That's going to be Kilroy and company putting in work, I'm certain of it. Or nearly certain of it, let's say. Having quite the circle jerk over here on the beach is TFMC, watching the time just tick away. Gotta be a difficult pill to swallow if you're TFMC at this point. No chance of really coming back. We're behind in the kill count. We're behind in time. It looks like JWT and Spam are going to be your winners today. But we're going to keep you tuned in until the very last second, folks. Those of you tuning in, I do want to say I appreciate you for spending some time with us tonight. Hopefully you've liked and subscribed to the channel. We're going to bring you more of this every week for the next few months here, at least until it's over. And then we got TPL starting here soon at the end of the month. Lots of action coming in. Another one by TFMC. They just can't catch a break today. Poor guys. JWT and Spam just dominating the game at this point. It's going to be all she wrote for TFMC. They have now 0 armor units on the field. Last 45 seconds, mid is going to be controlled by JWT and Spam here. Absolutely wild. Love what we've seen here, folks. Hopefully you're out there watching. If you have, like I said, feel free to like and subscribe. I love to see it. It helps the channel. We're growing slowly and steadily. We've got 13 seconds remaining in this matchup. TFMC's gonna drop. We see most of them over here, obviously, on the beach. Spam putting in work with JWT. Any last words from you, gentlemen? And that's going to be all she wrote, guys. Like I said, if you're out there, feel free to like and subscribe. It's been a wonderful, wonderful contest we've had. Thank you so much for allowing me to be part of it. TFMC versus the joint coalition between JWT and Spam. It looks like, as of right now, JWT and Spam are going to progress to the next round. We will wait until we hear the official tally, but you see JWT and Spam have maxed out my kill counter, so I'm going to have to do better for next time for you watching out there. TFMC doing pretty darn good. It looks like they finished with 17 armor takedowns. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. DMT Tournament 4 Round 2 brought to you by me, your host, Don Gotti. This is Don Gotti After Dark, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I really appreciate it. We're going to go ahead and stop the stream at this point. But those of you watching, again, feel free to like, subscribe for more, and forget about